What is up, Gemini? Welcome to your general timeless reading. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My name is Jordyn. I'm a master Reiki practitioner, quantum healer, and spiritual and shamanic life coach. So for all bookings, whether they be tarot, mentoring, or energy healing, you can find them on my website. But let's get into it, my dear. Let's see what we got going on for you. I'm going to pull one overall energy, a card of advice or healing from the universe. And then we'll get into your reading, which will cover your personal life, your career, and possibly as well your love life. So let's get into it. So the universe gives you the card Receive, which is master number 44, which speaks to really stable foundations. So this could be a newfound foundation in your love life. It could also be an influx of abundance coming your way, but the universe is really asking you to embody this Phoenix energy to go through this transformation and allow yourself to receive this influx, right? Whether it be love, abundance, peace, healing. Sit in that, because the more your heart is open, the more you will be receptive to your blessings. Gemini, I want to use a different deck for you. Yeah, let's use this one. I'm going to use Beautiful Creatures. Show me what I most need to see for Gemini, please, Spirit. What does Gemini most need to know? What messages of love, healing, guidance do we most have for Gemini? I heard they already know. This might be just a very validating reading for you. I'm starting to, when I feel hands on my ankles, to me it's a sign of grounding. If you've been really daydreaming a lot or you're watching too many freaking tarot readings, this might be a time for you to really start to come back to yourself and be in the present moment. You might want to do like a sensory check-in, like what do I smell right now? What do I taste? What do I feel against my skin? What do I see? What do I hear? Like doing that really brings you back to the present. Yeah, because I feel a lot of hands on my ankles, and that's a very grounding trigger for me. So let's see what else we got for you, Gemini. There's something with the eyes and the head space for you, and now my ears are going. Okay, yeah, so your crown's going through an opening. So if you're trying to meditate or do spiritual things, or if you even play with tarot cards and stuff yourself, be mindful at this time. Haha, no pun intended with the crown being open, mindful. If you find it more difficult or you're getting mixed messages, when we go through an energetic upgrade and the crown is open, sometimes it gets overstimulated, overwhelmed. So this is a great time for you to be really present in your relationships or in your work or what's going on in your life here and now. And that's mostly what the reading's going to cover too. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. I heard emotional endeavors. Feels very, the word I heard was reluctant, but I was going to say there's something, It's almost like I feel like you're opening up about sadness, though, is really what it feels like. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There's a reluctancy to really indulge in, it feels like conversation that goes beyond the limits you've already pushed yourself to. Yeah, Six of Pentacles, the Paranormal, which is the unknown card in this particular deck. Then you have the Knight of Swords, which is Gemini, and Three of Pentacles. There's somebody in your life, yeah, you have King of Cups in reverse. I really like this energy. I like this energy a lot, even though it's in reverse. We'll get to this in a minute, but I like the overall energy you have because it's almost like the universe is like, it's okay to trust them. It's okay to open up to them, even if, but be mindful, this might not be the them that's in your head. Maybe it's a friend or a family member about this situation, but for a lot of you, I feel like it's who you're in partnership with, like letting them help you. Like not carrying all this emotional weight yourself, like really just getting to a place where it's like, it's okay for me to speak. It's okay for me to speak. It's okay for me to be heard. And it's okay for me to ask like, hey, like I need someone to just listen right now. I got a lot that's weighing on me. Could you hold space for me? You know? So let's see what's going on with the Page of Cups. Yeah, Three of Wands. Three of Wands, I like this. Six of Swords. It's like someone's waiting for the perfect moment to have this conversation. The perfect moment won't come. Because every time it's the perfect moment, there's going to be a reason that it's not perfect. No. This is the internal dialogue coming up with reasons not to step outside the comfort zone. You're fully ready. You have all the tools. You know what it is you want to say. You know how to communicate it. And it's just, it's okay. It's safe to. Let's see what advice Spirit has for this. Yeah, Ten of Cups. Beautiful. You're going to be received with a lot of love. You're going to be received with very open arms, very generous, like healing energy. have this conversation. Whoever this is in your life, romantic or platonic, it does not matter. They're going to receive you very well. Yeah, Knight of Cups, King of Swords. It's like there's an approach to these conversations that's very logical or maybe even analytical in your nature. And the universe is saying you don't need to come up or defend your reasoning as to why you want to talk about it. Just allow yourself to be open, be vulnerable, really express these things. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. I'll take the first 3. There's only 4, so I'll just take them. You have the Fool. I like this. I feel like there's a part of you that's realizing the reasons for running was not the relationship. It was the parts of you that were struggling to feel confident in having something that was really balanced and really healthy in your life. And I think you're gonna start to come back from where you've drifted in this emotional detachment, right? So if you've distanced yourself or you've shut down a little bit in whatever relationship this is, it feels like a newfound confidence of like, wait, you know what? Like I can move through this. And it's like an unseen support. The Wheel of Fortune, it's not going to move on your time though. It's going to take some time because good things take time. You're going to be integrating this. And you're going to be integrating it not only mentally and emotionally, but also in the physical world. So let's look at the 6 of, this is their reaction. So you have the Knight of Pentacles, which I really like, Devil in reverse, and the 7 of Wands. Oh, I love this for you. They're going to invest in a very slow, practical, and stable way. I love the Knight of Pentacles, especially with the 6 of Pentacles. It means that the way that they return effort or acknowledgement or communication and action is very reciprocal. It's very balanced. It's very stable. I love this. They feel very kind. I feel like this is a really big shift in both of your energies. Then you have the 7 of Wands and the Devil in reverse. I feel like it's almost like, no, we're not going to go back to toxicity. No, we're not going to go back to this. This Devil feels like, the first 2 words I heard were anger and vengeance. It feels like that. And it's like, no, we don't need to be that way anymore. Like we can let that go. I like this a lot. Let's look at the paranormal. So this is what you don't, I feel like this is also the fear of the subconscious. Yeah. The High Priestess and the 4 of Cups. Yeah. So this is what you might not realize is still lingering energetically within you and or this person or both. The High Priestess is the unknown. It's the card of dancing on the veil. So it's between the higher realm and here in the material, right? So it's the physical and the spiritual. And with the 4 of Cups, it's almost like you're being offered the very thing that you want. It's like, do I really want it? Am I going to get rejected? Are they going to reject me? It's that kind of energy. And the High Priestess is also known as the unknown card. So I feel like this person's really being asked to surrender to the unknown. Like, if it doesn't happen exactly the way you want, it doesn't mean that it's bad, right? If the cup you're being offered doesn't look like the cup you wanted, it doesn't mean that you need to reject it. Just because it's unknown or you don't have control over it doesn't mean that it's wrong, right? Allow yourself to explore it because there's so many things in our life that happen unexpectedly that lead us into new cycles. With the World card, I love this. Saturn energy with the World, I like that. And the High Priestess is Pisces. The World is very Capricorn to me as a reader. There's something very freeing about this opportunity that's being offered to you. Don't deny it just because it makes you uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable because it's not familiar. Allow yourself to just sit in that and remind your ego, remind the part of you that's scared, like, no, like this is good. Yeah, with the 4 of Pentacles, it's like holding on to the idea of what this new beginning should look like. And because it doesn't look that way, there's a part of you that wants to give up or run away. And the universe is like, no, like be patient, temperance, like sit in it. Allow yourself to find balance, acclimate with this new energy because it's for you. Let's talk about this person that you're dealing with. So you got the unknown card for this deck again as well. Both of these decks have cards that are specific and unique to them. This unknown card, I feel like the dream space is going to be very active for you. You might even be interacting with one another. I think this, this isn't your dream here. This is fear. This is fear. It's the unknown. It's like, but what if it leads me to a 10 of Swords? What if it leads me to hurt? What if it leads me to pain or struggle? I feel like this is going to be the conversation. It's almost like, what if I open up and I share this and it backfires on me? Yeah, it's the insecurity. 9 of Pentacles. This person, it feels very fragile. It does. It does feel very fragile. I feel like the way that your person receives it as the Knight of Swords, because I think that this is you, Gemini, and I think the person on the receiving end, this Knight of Swords energy, is just kind of taking it as with a grain of salt. Like, I don't feel like they're, let's see what comes out. Yeah, 10 of Wands in reverse, Strength in reverse, and Empress. Yeah, they're very loving, they're very kind. I feel like they see that the dynamic you two have is going through a release of heaviness, a release of maybe power struggles or some fear and insecurity. They're very loving, very kind. I love that, because you had all this masculine energy and then you have the Empress. So no, you're with someone who's really going to guide you in the right direction towards a healthy love of self and other, with the 3 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this is referencing family dynamics. Yeah, and then you have the Emperor. Then you have the Lovers. Yeah, this is Emperor, Empress dynamic. I love this energy for you. With the 10 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles, this is childhood. This is, or wherever you learn the pattern. This doesn't feel now. This feels very old. It could even be a past life memory, like kind of like imprinted in your energy, that you have to fight or work really hard to have a 10 of Pentacles, or it's something that you need to be really determined for and you have to be aggressive to achieve it. You're starting to realize that you can have a healthy masculine energy and it doesn't have to be aggressive or overexerted, right? It could just be reliable and stable and committed and consistent, and that's healthy masculine. Let's look at this King of Cups. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles and the Hermit. So the overall energy or theme for your reading is the challenge to really allow yourself to come out of your shell, to come out of the Hermit, and allow yourself to express what it is you really think and feel. Because with the star underneath that, it's a long time coming. And then when you have the 8 of Pentacles, it's time to, the 8 of Cups in reverse. It's time to stop running away or detaching or ghosting, going hermit, and trying to figure out the best way to approach things when the new beginning is here, right? It's time now. You're being supported. And nothing's going to be perfect, but you're also human and you're allowed to learn through trial and error. And you can even preface it like that, like, hey, like, I'm really nervous to have this conversation, but there's some things I want to talk about and I don't know the best way to do it. So maybe you could help me talk about it. We could help talk each other through it, you know, but this is what I'm feeling, blah, 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 you know. But this is what I have for you, Gemini. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below through my website and description box. And all first-time clients get 15% off their first session with me. So go ahead, check that out. I'd love to work with you. And check out Patreon if you want a free 10-minute reading and you want access to our full moon live chat that is happening tonight at 6 p.m. April 5th. It's Wednesday, not Tuesday. Yeah, April 5th at 6 p.m. That'll be available on Patreon, and that will be for the strawberry full moon in Libra we have on the 6th. So I hope to see you there. You do get a free 10-minute reading by joining select tiers, so go ahead and check that out. Like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.